The hottest networking event of this winter is coming in 3, 2, 1. Let's get started. This is Extreme TED Talks 5.0. Welcome from our virtual studio in Warsaw. My name is Magdalena Petroniak and I will have a pleasure of being your host. Well, wait a second, a co-host. My partner in crime for today's event is Kirill Zhukov, Senior Systems Engineering Manager and the Conference Program Director. Hello, Kirill. How are you doing today?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Extreme TechTalks.
Let me tell you about what's going to happen today. We have prepared a very dynamic and rich and full of attractions program for all our participants. There will be technical sessions, there will be interviews with special guests, case studies, and a lot of fun, because fun is one of the big elements of TED Talks.
Speaking about fun parts, so we have always paid a lot of attention to the entertainment, along with lots of technical content on our events. And we have something prepared for you today. The first of all, is going to be a little bit of mystery, coming with the magic of why. Then we will do the award ceremony for our home challenge winners that we announced before the event. And we will also have a very wonderful relaxation breaks delivered by our personal TechTalks trainer, Ms. Basia.
Thank you. TED Talks have always been a really good balance over super interesting technical knowledge and fun. But speaking about the knowledge part, I think it's fair to say that this event is unique because it was created by IT professionals for IT professionals. Can you talk a bit more about the speakers and the whole team curating TED Talks?
Yes, of course. So for the TED Talks, we always try to make it a bit differently from probably some other events. First of all, this event is brought by the team of systems engineers working in the Northern and Eastern Europe here in Extreme Networks. So those guys know the stuff, they know the technology, they know the tools, they know the products, and they are very, very passionate to talk about them. So they have prepared a lot of nice technical content for you, including demonstrations, including some new key concepts as well. And of course, this event is also supported by our lovely marketing team, without which this would not be possible at all.
Yes, that's true. I think that's a true teamwork and team spirit that is making this event even more vivid and interesting. I am wondering, because as you have seen, we are experiencing the virtual conference, and this is the 5th time we are organizing TED Talks. Can you tell more about how is this event different from the previous ones?
Well, of course, the most significant difference is the format, because we are used to have TED Talks being an on-site event with a lot of technical discussions, with a lot of face-to-face interactions. And actually, I miss seeing the faces of our audience. But at the same time, being virtual, we try to make it as close to the real on-site event as possible. So this is our 5th time. We'll see how it goes. I hope you enjoy the day and join us on our next events as well.
Of course, it is a day full of super interesting presentations and interactions, and I think it's fair to say that this is a semi-live event. That means that we have pre-recorded some presentations just to keep the high level of quality and security. But there will be a ton of interactions and dynamic discussions and questions. So we strongly encourage everyone to take an active part during the whole TED Talks. So could you please tell how our audience could get involved?
Okay, this is the part that we probably love most, questions. So in order to have this event going in an interactive and interesting style so that you are not bored listening, just watching the video and listening, please go ahead and ask questions. We love questions and we love to answer them. And I know that our usual audience on the Tech Talks is capable of asking really, really tough questions. So please go ahead, don't be shy, ask questions. For that, you need to use the Q&A panel, which is being moderated and taken care of by by our systems engineers. So they will make sure that we handle all the questions and answers, which is much more important.
You're right. I do encourage everyone to challenge our team and ask the toughest questions, because I hope that our smartest engineers in the house will handle all of your questions and difficult tasks. Just for your information, the Q&A questions panel is just below our stream window, and it is divided, it's grouped by the titles of presentations. So you can pick the title of the presentation that interests you the most and ask your question there. Actually, in the whole panel, the Q&A panel, there are two extra categories. One is other questions. So if you have another question not related with the title of the presentation, you can release and you can submit that question in the other category. And there is also another category dedicated to our magical part of the conference. So you can actually submit your interest in taking part in a live session with our magician. If you are interested in a live session with our magician, just submit your contact information in the window in our Q&A questions panel. And if you are interested in the answers, they are right on the right hand of our stream window. I do hope that this information will be helpful for you to take a full participation in the TED Talks. Well, Kirill, I do believe that we are already all well warmed up and ready to go. So let's deep dive into the core of TED Talks presentations. Let me now invite you to give us the short overview and introductory presentation to TED Talks 5.0.